Here's a little DIY guide on how you can make a $100 tool for pulling fuel injectors in your N54 engine. Here you can see the mocked up model for what I will be making in this video. This tool is ultimately just a slide hammer. Here are the materials I have in order to complete the prototyping of the project. I have one thin aluminum rod, which will be the main component in my product. This will thread on the top of the fuel injector, and this is made out of aluminum to ensure no thread damage. This other larger aluminum round will be for the sliding component of this tool. Here's the lathe operation for the larger sliding component of the tool. I am drilling out a slip fit hole which will interface with the component which threads into the fuel injector. I'm then turning down the outer diameter for a smooth surface finish, then parting off the excess stock. Additionally, I'm facing down the front of this part for a better surface finish after the parting operation. Now I'm moving on to the other component and drilling a hole where the part will be tapped and threaded onto the fuel injector. This hole does not need to be too deep since the fuel injector is only about 5 threads deep. I've designed the outer diameter to be large enough to encompass the M12 by 1.5 millimeter tapped hole. Next, I will turn down the section which will slip on to the slider component that I just completed. I left the end of the cylinder that we're currently working on slightly larger diameter in order to have a stopping feature for the other component that will slip onto it. The tolerances for this product aren't too crazy. The most important tolerances would be the threads and the slip fit between the two aluminum pieces. Finally, I'll be now parting this component, facing the parted face, and adding chamfers to dial in the fit and finish of this DIY tool. I moved over to the mill and secured the part which will be tapped in a collet. I provided the sauce, as one does, to ensure the piece is tapped effectively. At this stage in the game, I wouldn't want a damaged workpiece or tap since I would be out of luck. I like the hand tapping with the spring center tap guide to ensure the tapped hole is concentric with the overall part. For finishing for the two components, I used Graeler multi-purpose metal polish you can find very cheaply on Amazon to provide a little bit nicer shine to the overall part. Now I've finished the machining and finishing operations for my components, and now I have assembled this tool that I've made. Here inside my dirty engine bay, you can see a fuel injector with the fuel feed line removed. These threads are what the injector puller tool threads onto as shown. These injectors need the slide hammer force in order to break the seal from the O-rings, which seat on the outer diameter of the injectors, and I'll be using this tool later to replace one bank of my injectors.